Holy shit, the Holy Grail has dropped, and there's a lot to unpack here. So I'm gonna we can't do any fancy funny stuff here. We just gotta get straight into it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and everything about to be MFO, so it ain't even, I mean, you can also buy the merch, you know what I'm saying? Damn. I ain't have to show you that, more details on that on another date, but everything right here is about to be a whole bag of whatever. So they're exposing season 2, new episode. The new episode, as you see, there goes Zion, the butthurt one, there go Papa Dappa, Bernavis, Mahar, and other people in the back. Don't really care too much about that. They are saying that the new nation is called Brun, which is cool. I mean, I'm kind of bored of the whole walking around thing. I think you only really use it for the daily quest. I don't do the golems. I don't do the machine thing anymore. I think it's golem and the other thing, the giant or whatever. I just don't do it anymore. It just seems trash, if I'm being completely honest. I wish it was really cool in the beginning because it looked like it was gonna have a lot of intricacies, like a lot of things intricate involved into it. But come to find out, it's just kind of not like that. I kind of just don't. I don't know, I really don't feel it, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, as I say, will be updated daily quests. Like, I guess if there's more daily quests, that means more ZEUZ a day, which is going to be good. Gale and the Grave Robber, I don't care about that. These things I don't do. Forest Exploration, I guess. I mean, that's just for Exodium, unless they're going to add, like, holy waters inside of the forest things, whatever. So, I don't know, just really don't really care about it. Then they also are adding a new thing that's going to lag. Yo, I'm tired of this thing, man. Like, cool, whatever. There goes, I think her name is Dorka. There she is. I think that's her. But I'm just tired of it, if I'm being completely honest. Her outfit, though, looks completely different. This looks like some, maybe they are doing what we've been talking about. Maybe this is the FC. I really have this issue with this thing. I just don't want it to be a thing. It's just not good. It lags. No one really wants to go to it. Put this effort into the actual world, so I would actually like this. Put all that effort in here. Just put it in here and really make this out and just take this out of the game. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, YFOs in the comment section below. You guys know expansion of account levels. This is good for as far as, like, you know, maximum everything. You earn 10 national recruiting tickets when you reach maximum level. So this is cool because I always felt like games should always give you a base really high level, but I know that once you get to that level you feel like there's nothing else to achieve. But I do like that eventually games come back and give you an increase of levels, so you get more. The national recruiting ticket is a commodity that can be used in national recruitment. This sounds different. I don't really know what national recruitment is. Sometimes it is a translation thing. The heroes update. New heroes in the new episodes will be updated. The main key heroes in the new story are Dorka, Neomi, and Klock. Klock is someone that we'll look and see in a little bit. I skimmed down this. I didn't read everything, but I did skim down. 6 types of Brune Elite will be added to the recruitment. I guess these are the scrub buckets, but like for the first update, Dorka, Neomi, and Klock will be added. So this is what we were thinking about before I speculated this. I asked you guys for opinions. So they're just being added into the game. They're just in the game. What we're gonna look for, what I hope you guys look for, is my old banner theory is that hopefully that there won't be any FCs or gold FCs until the end of September. Obviously Valentina, I think, is in here. Once I saw her, I was like, okay, scroll back up. I don't want to spoil myself. I want to give you guys my natural reaction for that. That means that they're just adding these characters in. There's probably going to be scouting for them and all that other good stuff. So here we go. Black Iron Dagger Dorka, Naomi's bodyguard. So that is her. This is her, and we already have her thing. So she has the focus 3, which is the same thing it's always been. Fixed fire mark decreases a dodge and block for one round, sorry, on a basic attack. I do think that this should be upgraded. Soul Bond. So this is grants allies with less attack than self. So she's a general. So this chick here is a general, so a new general. So that means Soul Bond. And there's probably going to be characters that are going to come out with the Soul Bond passive, right? So Soul Bond grants allies with less attack than self, similar to Tranquil. I think, yeah, just Tranquil, right? I'm trying to think of all the passives right now in my head, but Tranquil is the one that I know that is similar. Itself with the Soul Bomb mark and heals 30% of missing health every turn, reduces magic damage taken by 30%. Now that's very interesting. That is a huge hit. I mean, they don't even have to have synergies. They'll probably release characters with synergies with Soul Bond, but that is a way to, you know, kind of give the strong long to obviously the mages of the game. This is another hit to Bathory, obviously. Hope you guys picked up on that. That's another hit to Bathory. That's a hit to Annie. And this is another thing where I've said before, where these characters are under attack, you know. So physical characters are gonna have a better time when this character is around. Also, Grace of Mana, which is new. It's a new kind of thing, which grants 1 mana permanently to all allies. So there's no front row, back row, anything having her in the team. So she's overall so far, just passive wise, just going by passive, is a very strong unit, and a unit that you're gonna want in your party regardless. So that's pretty cool. Also, just keep in mind that magic damage might not work too much in PvE, because a lot of the bosses of PvE do chaos damage. They're chaos element. They're not magic, they're not physical, they're just chaos. It might not work too much in PvE because they decided to make that a thing. Don't blame me, blame the game. Black Iron Storm, I really want to see what that looks like. Deals damage, AoE, and then also puts a bleed effect, which, as we know, still a little bit of liability. First Guardians are still in the building, so don't just automatically think that that's a good thing. And of course, her 3 is a piercing shot, which piercing is okay. It looks like some Hadouken kind of thing, which is nice. And then we have Neomi, which is her. So she is being guarded by her. Okay, makes sense. Now she's the Queen of Brawn, this new place that we have. Look like she doesn't have a specific body, but she does have synergy with Soul Bond, which becomes immune to damage from shared health if afflicted with Soul Bond. Now that's insane. She doesn't get out that, but that brings a little bit, which is cool. That brings more love to Degas, Luke, characters that do that. I wonder if this synergizes with, what is it, the Protect technically gives you shared health. So if she's the lowest HP character, you know, which might be hard, it says block. So it looks like this is a mage. Did they tell you this is a mage or not? No, well, it's not a mage, but like this is like the sniper technical. So she's more of a DPS unit, in my opinion. At least that's what they're kind of projecting, right? And then she has the tank passives, but these passives don't always mean that they're a tank, but it's just, she has block. So I just think that's funny. This is strong, very, very strong. She has a single target, deal a lot more damage, 2 mana for an extra 375, because we all know that 1 mana for 300 is a thing. That's usually something that happens. Required mana 3 for this one is also she herself can give out shared health. Hopefully that means I don't know if the shared health has to be from her or from someone else, but she has her own synergy, but also she still needs Dorka in there, which is pretty good. She has pretty much, this is the same thing that Luke and Degas have. It's the same thing, but I think the added difference here is that they have a buff. So she increases her own health by a lot, she increases her own defense by a lot, which is really, really good. I do like this character so far. You know, that's some strong stuff, but remember, this buff can be taken. So the characters that can counter that, so there'll be some stuff about that. And Naomi's agent, Klock, which is this guy, I was like, what the hell? I was just scrolling down. This guy looks ridiculous. He looks really cool, like his design. And he has the mana absorb, which removes the buff, which counters that, because, you know, making other passives work is really important to me. So I do like that they have a mana absorb, another mana absorb character, and now we have characters that are buffing, so it does make sense to have it. Now Absorb Soul heals 100% of all damage from damage over time effects on all enemies if afflicted with Soul Bond. So that's written really weirdly. Heals 100% of all damage from damage over time effects on all enemies. So this would mean it's trying to give light, right? It's trying to breathe life into damage over time, and then all those little ticks. I mean, I don't know if Nature Break would count as that, because it is technically a damage over time, but I don't think it's written in the same way. Damage over time effect most likely is whatever is bound by that thing, right? So heals 100% of all damage over time. So that's pretty cool if afflicted with Soul Bond. As we can see, Soul Bond is like disheartened. It's just, or Fear of the Abyss. Once it's on you, it's on you. It's not going to go away. So as long as you are in that requirement, having less attack than I think Dorka, then that's, you know, you're in there. So every time there's damage over time, you can base a team off that. He'll be hard to kill, but again, if there is First Guardians out and about, then you have to be very careful with that. So you know, I guess it's some type of trade-off. Like I think this was these characters, this whole situation here is kind of like a different build, a different ideology of once the First Guardians are kind of out of the meta, once you can actually do, because damage over time is actually really good, especially in this game, because of you know, all of it triggering. Like if you hit a character really hard and then you put a dot on them, then their tranquil's they're gonna die past tranquil. A lot of stuff actually makes sense, you know. But I do think that this is a nice little way. Hopefully, if it sticks. Right now, I don't know if it sticks because I still find, at least in my elo, my rank, my PvP, is that the people's just like, yo, I'm gonna run that shit anyway. Another cool thing is that obviously this does work in PvE, so I do like the way that this in PvE would really help keep this character alive. He does have a single target hit here, and then he has a AoE, which he then does that. So this means that this guy is dark. So hopefully, let me know, of course, before we go into Princess Vacation Valentina, what do you guys think about these characters? Do you like what they're trying to bring into the meta? And by the way, like I said, it looks like they're just faded. They're just into the game. One is a general, and then we'll probably have other characters that synergize with Soul Bond going forward. So that's going to be pretty cool. Valentina from a parallel world. Here it is. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been saving all of our goods and gushies for. And let's see, we're going down. I'm actually kind of scared because if it's really shit, it's going to be bad. And I'm not going to lie, I looked over into my Discord like slightly because I see it moving, because obviously all the stuff just dropped. And I saw someone like, yo, she looks like she's shit. So let's see if I agree. I didn't see the sentiment. So here we go. This is the basic. I'm trying to do it. It's like trying to make it all hype and shit. It's basically, it goes to flap flap, Summer's Blessing, and good. Oh wait. Wait, where's her additional passive? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Did they just... Is this saying that she's actually not a gold? She is not... Okay, I see how this works. So instead what's happening here is that she doesn't have an additional passive, which is kind of weird. But she does something else when it's Fear of the Abyss. If the target, it says bind, but this could be a blind. All enemies for 7 turns can't be removed. So I don't know if can't be removed means it can't land either. So this is going to be definitely something you want to test, because blind is a status effect, as I've said in the last video when we were talking about all the things that work with Otard, right? So technically, if you can put a blind on a character, then they're gonna miss everything. And this is something that I've loved for like 8 years. That's kind of like, it's kind of like a weird thing here, because it really depends. It says bind, but I think that's blind, because bind is currently not something in the game. If bind is something that they're adding in, like a new keyword, that would also mean bind, as in it's very likely it's a very specific stun that only she is able to do, and that would mean you could stun a character for 7 turns, which is not that bad. I think that that's not as good. I mean, yes, oh no, and now you have synergy with Otard, because then you could stun the character, and her speed is slower. So like I said in Otard's video, you can actually either run characters that are faster than her that are gonna stun, or you can run the slowest character in the game and then stun afterwards. And then when the round recycles, then you can have that. But that's still not enough synergy in my opinion, and I still like the contempt. I think when you guys saw me use my Valentina, I do like contempt. I do like the ability to take away their mana and pretty much make them kind of useless. So this damage here, it still looks like it has a tick. So this one has a tick, but this one they actually did the Rara treatment. They took off the damage here. Sorry, they took off the damage over time, made it more of a nuki kind of ability. And the mana burn is still there, and we have the bind all enemies. So oh wait, these are single targets. Wait a minute. So Fear of the Abyss, if the target is effective with Fear of the Abyss and bind all enemies for 10, it's written really badly, guys. Let's take this with a grain of salt, because mana burn, contempt works as if you're taking 10 mana, all enemies afflicted with Fear of the Abyss. So that seems different. I think this is written so weirdly. I can't even be, I don't know whether to be mad or upset. So if this works how I think it does, is that if you are under Fear of the Abyss and she hits one person, everyone with Fear of the Abyss is getting mana burned. That's how this is written. And now not only is that, you might get blinded. That would be fucking nuts, by the way.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But if it works for the way, because they say all enemies here, so let's just take the first part of it. If everyone under Fear of the Abyss gets mana burn, that is insanely fucking nice. Reason why is because then you actually don't even need to hit a counter target, thrust target, or a first guardian target. That would be nuts. If it adds anything else outside of that, like a blind, that's, I mean, additionally good. If they add anything, if it's a blind, like I said, or if it's a bind, like if they get stunned and they didn't even get hit, this is the same thing that Iris does. Iris pretty much does that, like, you know, one barrier comes up and everyone gets fucked because of it. So this is actually see my Discord, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. Either or, like I said, as long as the all thing happens in the first thing of mana, if you strip 10 mana from every person with Fear of the Abyss, that is godlike. That is absolutely godlike. If any other thing additionally happens after that, is crazy. And like you said, the bind or blind, if it's mistranslated, is 7 turns and it cannot be removed. You can't cleanse it, and that is dramatically stupid. That is so strong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's really strong. That's really strong. As you can see, no, it's 28. So she is still a gold fake core. And as you guys know, we will be going for the depths. I haven't done a full pity because I've been blessed, and I want to be like you guys. I want to fit in with the cool kids. So what are we gonna do when she drops? The first thing that's gonna happen, of course, we're gonna do a summon video for her. Then after the summon video, we're gonna do a review on her, because we obviously need to test this out. 1 mana, she's slow, so she'll get 1 mana. There'll be 1 block somewhere along the lines, and you hit 1 character, everyone loses their mana, and she's slow. So the crazy part about that is that you literally, like, she's going to be like amongst the last. As long as she doesn't die, you might have to kill her first. And I love when games make certain different targets a priority. Now, you know how like you were worried about Rara, right? Worried about Rara. You might have to worry about her, because if you're one of anyone is Fear of the Abyss. This is the crazy part about it, because if anyone is Fear of the Abyss, they're gonna get screwed. You're gonna have to then work on your characters, and I mean, this might definitely benefit a whale a little bit more, because they have to then make their characters strong enough that they're not gonna be under Fear of the Abyss. Frankie's going to be in comps, and so will Valentina. So like now you're gonna have to find a way to be like, yo, I don't want to get screwed over by this, because if my characters are gonna be if anything, like, I'm gonna get screwed. So like really tough. I mean, obviously you're gonna need a fast Frost character, because remember, Summer's Blessing from Iris alone is still going to be out there. So I do incredible, and she's also mana absorb as well. So let me know again, YFOs in the chat below, let me know. Now they're also introducing Awaken Hero, which I was talking to someone in the comment section below of another video, and I said we're not ready for this, and now that I see it, we're still not ready for this. The Awaken Hero system is content that consumes the defensive parts that the hero is equipped with, thus giving additional abilities and awakening bonus effects. I guess, what is this? Red, 2 red, 3, so she's a 5 set right now, so 2 fire, 3 frost, and awakening level. So we're looking at this, and it's costing holy waters. Oh my god, no, this is fucking terrible, guys. I've spoken out on this, and I've been very adamant about this, because of the whole fact of you can't do stuff with holy water is already hard to obtain unless they changing how holy waters come into the game, like you getting 2 a week or something of that nature. You can't then make a system based on it. And the reason why they're doing this, and I'm being upfront and I'm being blunt, they're doing this specifically because they know that they charge for it. You can buy holy waters of the universe in the shop, and this is not a good practice. As hype as I was for everything above, because I swear to god, every time I critique a goddamn thing in this game, everyone's like, shut the fuck up. This is not good. RNG progression is not good in any game. It makes it stupid, especially when you're selling the solution. So holy waters of the universe are used to make your character 6-star, and they're also not going to be used to this awakening system. Now, of course, I'm talking shit right now because I don't know how good this is, but if we're looking about this combat power going from 252 to 400, you know, that's really good for it. Like going back to the quick battles, this attack is going from 13 to 28. This defense is going from 800 to 2000. Now this is gonna be like, oh, I definitely need to do this. Oh look, she's machined, by the way. Thank you, game, for telling us. But this is really big, and this is going to be a big, huge issue, because then we're going to really need to have this on deck, because now you're going to need to have your Frankie has to, now if this happens and everyone's doing this for their attack-based units, now my Frankie's not Fear of Abyssing anybody, so now I got to do it for my Frankie first if I even want to get Fear of the Abyss. And imagine a Fear of the Abyss version of Frankie, Awakened version of Frankie, and now his defense is ridiculously high. I mean, it's forcing people to engage into the system, which is a good thing. I just personally do not like that it costs a resource that is not, that, you know, that we don't really have that much access to. We can try to get it. We can do as many, like I said, Blessing of Sanctums. We can do as many explorations. You just don't get as many of them, so you can't engage into the system. And of course, it's gonna make it more rare. It's gonna make it more engaging. Like, oh my God, I really got to make a decision on who I want to do this for. But it's just shit because this is, you know, it's not that it's pay to win. It's not pay to win to that degree, but it's not a smart currency to use because it's random to get it. It's like making something based off summoning, you know, and if there were no pity, you know, like, so equip faded armor at or above level 60 is used as material. It will be lost permanently if Awaken is successful. And that is another thing. They say if successful. So this is your oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, if you have to use Holy Water Universe and there's a chance, I guess because it says Awaken level, you know, +1, so there's going to be multiple levels to this. That means that there's a possibility that it might come that you might have to risk Holy Waters of the Universe and you might not get it. RNG progression is not fucking good. I don't know how many times I have to say this shit. It's stupid. It's not good. I don't understand how people... Why are people... So also, okay, so this is interesting. So it's a specific thing, I guess, that you have to do, right? So I guess maybe this is Awaken bonus effect, or do you permanently get that on your character? Is that how this works? Awaken hero content requires 5 fate rated defenses above level 60 and 6 stars, 5 enhanced hero. So 6-star enhance. That's just, yeah, that's just the basic +5. That's not that big of a deal. That's easy to do. Equipment Guardian Stone effects and awakening bonus effects are given according to additional capability. In the process of awakening hero, the phase 1 is increased. So I guess like now Flame adds an additional health bonus. Frost has an additional defense bonus. Nature has an additional health and dodge. Machine has health and hit. Light has defense and dodge. And then Darkness also has defense and dodge. I don't know why they copied this here. This is kind of, I feel like a little lazy. I actually kind of like this when we're going into this, like each thing was different. And then all of a sudden, defense and dodge are both from Light and Darkness. I think that was kind of weird. Anyway, a hero with an advanced awakening stage can only wear ranked equipment, which I guess is what that is. The excess growth figures of the faded armor will be returned as material by value. Whatever. Polished equipment. If the level of equipment used in the Awaken hero content is 60 or higher, it will be returned as material and gold. I guess if it... Oh, I get you just get that return. They do that when you do enhancements, right? The materials consumed from the equipment level 60 to that level is returned with a God's common abrasive and gold. So unless I'm reading this wrong, guys, like I said, if it is successful, just means that to me that's code word for percentages as you increase it. So the first one's 100, the next one's 80, the other one is 75, whatever have you. Ranked items. Okay, new armors will be added. Only the Awakened hero can wear the can be wearing the new armor. So they're gonna have ranks now. It has a different Guardian Stone effect from existing equipment. Rank item is only available in rare, legendary, and faded. Decrease final damage taken 5, 10, 20. Rank 1 equipment, so that's what they were saying up there a little bit before. Block, as we know, is these 2 figures, and then additional some defense, nature, and some health. So that's kind of weird. So it's like, does that mean like purple gear but still get Guardian Stones on them? That seems weird. This is something I think I have to see in game because I'm kind of slightly confused by them. Signature Force. Signature Force is a system in which you can enhance heroes from the same country by using the country's representative hero. This is kind of what I wish the blue fake cores were. Sorry, this video is gonna be long as fuck. By using each country's representative hero as a material, you can apply buffs. We do remember this. I do remember this. 1+1, deal extra elemental damage when more than 2 heroes from the corresponding country are joining the team. The heroes attack, defense, and health. This is something that I definitely wanted, and I'm happy about this. It's like I'm going from happy, bad, and then happy. This was actually really, really good. The reason why I like this, I haven't read all through it, right? But it's kind of forcing you to utilize a different type of team comp, and you can get benefits. If we're reading through this, I'm about to finish it, I promise. You can get a benefit that's actually really strong, that might be stronger than I'm just gonna run battery and rare, like, you know, something like that. Unless this only works in PvE. I didn't read that, but it doesn't seem like it does. But I definitely think that this is going to be, hopefully, if these buffs are significant enough, like I said, specific heroes from corresponding will get the following: defense increased by 400, health increases 1-1, so that's a little planned. I do like this. I think at least this one, 2 heroes, and then the heroes get those attack and defense health. I guess depending on what heroes they are, because then they say specific heroes here, which could be this, that could fuck you, like, or that could screw you over if those specific heroes are trash, unless you can you get a double stack, so you get 800 defense and 3200 health. That could be a thing. Here we go. When more than 3, they get even more attack and defense. This is what the system should have been. It's a way that you can, I don't know, this and deals extra damage. And I think I like this too. The reason why I like this is because this is, in a way, I could be wrong here, but like how this says add machine damage to Brune heroes, that means if you have a Brune hero that is not a machine, that means that they can actually guardian break another level. And like, especially when we got things like when you go through the stupidity of the labyrinth in some of their stages, right? It's like, oh, this thing only takes machine damage, but with this, hey, now your whatever unit does machine damage now, so he can actually go into that fight. And they might actually have that same element or stuff in the new PvE thing. So it's like, oh, instead of it being, oh, just use Baraka, you can be like, oh, just signature force this, and then you have access to use this character. So this is overall a good thing. It gives you flexibility, gives you options. Account buff, consolidation information. The buff, what is that? Okay, oh, like if you have, okay, that's gonna be your signature force. Core memories and blue fake core, that's really good. Giving less clicks to go through different things, that's a really good thing. Actually really good. Tire dye station, and this is I think that's why she has red and stuff like that on her. So now you can kind of make your own skin. This is really good. Of course, I think usually now this type of shit, I actually wouldn't mind if it's behind a paywall. Like if you had to get these dyes, did they say where you get them from? You can dye in and unique personalities. If they were to put this behind a paywall, which again I wouldn't prefer it to be, but if there's anything that you're gonna paywall, don't paywall the fucking awakening system by putting a holy word as a universe. Make this like something silly. Like it doesn't really matter if you want to make her red or blue or whatever random colors that they have. But let's see, how do you get these that you can purchase? Yeah, it's purchased by using extra dye coupons. You can select a part and restore its original color, or lock it to prevent its colors from changing. How would you, what, is something else gonna do it? Why would I need to lock it? Who else is, someone else gonna come on my account and change my colors? But see, I don't mind this too much as long as it's affordable, like $1 or $2. But you know, this game hasn't been pretty friendly on that front. But I think that it would, you know, if it's something cheap, I think that I would be all for it. You know, I want to just dial on my characters, and I feel like I would love to see the numbers based on this. Like if it's cheap, affordable, you know, you want to go $5, whatever. But whatever the case may be, hopefully they do this correctly, because if I want to like see how this is read, I want to be able to see that and like choose and then lock it, if that's what they mean, and then do that. Like if that's how it works. Hopefully it's not like I choose it and I have to hope that that color comes out looking good, and then I don't like it. It's like, well, go spend more money, and I won't. I'll try it. I might try it, or maybe I'll invest some money depending on the price of it, and I'll try it out for you guys. Country recruitment. So now this is okay. So this is they are going to do it, and it looks like, what is that? What currency is that? Country based hero chance up will be added. Chance up here. So now you can. So she, as we know, is a general. So this is something that we were speculating. So they are gonna have technically a general banner. Let's say recruit 11 times and you recruit 11 times and you're going to, yeah, that's the same thing. So I don't know, this says one stage mileage 150, so that would be obviously 15 summons of this shit, but we just don't know what that is. Time to renew says 18 hours, so it makes me wonder, is this a daily change? Does this change by a day or every? Oh yeah, it changes. Hey, there it is. The chance increases with La Nombre. It changes the nation every day. National recruitment can be carried out using National Inquisition tickets. If you select a nation that is not in progress, you will consume ZEUZ. So it's either, so right now this is whatever nation this is Brune. So if you're trying to do something else, you're trying to change it, and that's not the one that's for the day, I guess you have to use ZEUZ instead. That's a nice change. You can get special faded hero selection tickets as a mileage reward of country recruit. As you can see, stage 1, level 2, and then final. We don't know if how, and this is a special fader, and then now Dorka is added to those. That's pretty cool that they added her in as another general. But how do you get these? This might be, I don't see how you get these. Like right now this person has 10. How did they get 10 of these? I might have missed that. I'm already stalked for too long. I'll figure that out. Monthly season missions. So now we're getting more missions. You guys know this is just for extra resources. Cool. And core memory. They're adding more, so now the core memory of the Dragon Knights are going to be coming in, the Banga family, and the past one. Now they're going to be adding those in, so more free stats for your characters. Awesome. Sonar Luna trait update. Their new difficulty, Lunatic, has been added. You can get more materials, and that's for the rank stuff that they introduced earlier. Door creation craft book updates. Now you have they're just updating everything to correlate what they're doing. So I have no desire to go and do the other stage of Labyrinth, even though I literally can. Just the fact that it's like one per day, so like half the time I'm playing, I'm trying to do the dailies or something like that, and then I kind of just don't want to play anymore, and it's like, oh, go do this complex dungeon. I just don't care. Let me know in the comment section below if you actually finished the Labyrinth, and if you're still here in this video, because I'm already recording for 30 something minutes. They need to fix the Exos pass and make it very cheap. That core raid pass blew this shit out of the water, made it look like it was completely useless. Adding purchasable things as the country recruit in a time has been added following the package. So that looks like it is going to be maybe that is paid. So to get that thing, that might be a paid thing, which is kind of shitty. Would have been nice that been able to grind, even if it was a heavy grind, and then you had to like wait for your day in court to go get the Brune, and you grind something in Brune and then got that, or maybe through exploration to actually make exploration seem more than just I need to have Levi stones, I need to use them. So I don't know, it's kind of like, and that's it pretty much. So what do you guys think? So far I think I like most of it. I definitely don't like the awakening system. I definitely think that's exactly why I didn't want the awakening system to come so early into this game, because I feel like it needed to have more characters, more stuff in it before awakening was even necessary. But now it's gonna be, it's gonna come off as a whale fest. I'm also kind of confused about the other recruit banner. It looks like it might be a paid currency banner, which inherently is not a bad thing. I don't want people to think that I just think it's automatically bad because it has to do with spending money to engage into the system, but I do hate that it's spending money to engage into a system. If there is a way to get this without having to spend money, that'd be fantastic, but we will have to see. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to be able to see whether or not this is going to be how this works, but it does look like it's going to be paid currency. I might have just skimmed over it or whatever, and a lot of stuff I just got to see in the game. Anywho, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, man, buy the merch, MFO merch in the building if you guys didn't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full video on everything once I get some other stuff in. You guys, a lot of cool stuff coming in September. Anywho, just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.